It was cold outside, the closing days of the Great Freeze. Inside Flying Heart Brewery in Bossier, two ladies meet for the first time. But it is not just casual conversation.
I remember driving and thinking, well, what if I don't like her? Am I still going to be able to do this? Like, what if she's, mean?
Terry Finkley had a huge decision to make. Someone she only knew through Facebook had posted something that did not come easily.
How do you just ask somebody for their organ? I said, it's just too big of an ask. People have their own families and their own lives. And
Crystal Parrish's family insisted she had to ask. You see, Crystal was in stage 5 renal failure. 80% of her kidneys were gone. Without a transplant, she was in deep trouble.
From the moment I read her Facebook post, I just felt like God put it on my heart to see if I was her match. Helping her meant that I was helping her daughter and her husband and her family and her students. And if the situation was reversed and it was me that needed the donor, I would hope somebody would be willing to step up for me. So I wanted to be on the giving end of it too.
The odds are 1 in 100,000, and yet one afternoon in her classroom at Bossier High School.
I go back February 25th for a day of testing, but the preliminary tests show that I am a match.
I was more thankful than people would ever know. Because that was hope that I was going to have a chance to be around for a lot longer.
Every step of the way, Terry could always say no.
I know it's not strength I have on my own. I know that, God's given me the strength to do this, because to say that I have not been nervous it's not an understatement. I have been completely comfortable in the decision that I made that day to get tested to be her match.
5:30 in the morning, on our way to the hospital to begin the transplant. Yay! Exciting day.
On the transplant floor at Willis-Knighton, Terry and Crystal are right across the room from each other.
I was probably just as nervous for her as I was myself. She has kids too, and a husband and family, and
the first thing I asked was, how was Crystal? And they told me immediately that that she was doing great and the kidney had started working.
I was still coming out of anesthesia and the kidney was already awake and working, so we couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
6 weeks after surgery, and it's pizza again at Flying Heart. Two ladies forever joined by spare parts.
Our shirts that we got, it says I run on spare parts. So I think I'll probably always see it as I'm running on her spare part.
I couldn't ask for a better friend, really.
To say that we're friends is kind of an understatement at this point. We are definitely family. But there's not enough words to describe how I feel about her and how thankful I am.
I know that this was the purpose for that Facebook friend request 7 years ago, that we were all supposed to be here.
How do you know that?
Because my faith told me that it might not have been my plan, but it was the plan all along.